Hi everyone. It's a little bit before 9, so I'll wait to start. Can everyone hear me okay? I'll just give it another minute just because it's not 9 o'clock yet. Eager beaver. Hey. Hey. Just give it a few more minutes. Well, a minute. Then I'll get started. Right, it is 9 o'clock, so I'm just going to jump straight in. So I'm going to be covering the importance of events tonight, and it is probably one of my favourite topics to cover. Hi everyone. So I hope everyone's having a great December, and hope everyone's loving the Winter Village. So I just really wanted to cover my the reason why I love talking about events so much. So last year I became executive in the end of August, and my first event that I went to was Star Saturday in September. I took my partner and my little girl to the Star Saturday. So it was my first event, and I had no idea really what Nu Skin was about. So I went there not really understanding the full potential of the opportunity, and it completely blew my mind. So I took Bully with me, and he saw it for himself as well. And it was when Emma and Hazel was being recognised on stage for Blue Diamond. So when I was looking at the compensation plan when I got to executive, I don't know about anybody else, but when I was looking at the ruby income, the emerald income, the diamond income and the blue diamond income, I didn't believe that it was real, and I didn't understand how I was going to be able to get that income. And to be honest, I wasn't sure that it was real, if you know what I mean, and I was the skeptic, and I didn't completely understand how it was going to happen. So when I went to that event, I believed it then. I saw everyone being recognised on stage for getting to Ruby and achieving Miami, and it just made everything seem a lot more real. So that gave me the belief in the company, and it gave me the belief in Nu Skin. So that was really why I always said that everyone should go to these events, and especially Star Saturday and Ruby Uni. So, and I can honestly say that I got to executive quite quick. And if I hadn't have been to that event, I probably wouldn't have pushed my business to get to Ruby, to get to Emerald, and be pushing keep pushing, because I wouldn't have understood the opportunity. So I think it's really important that everyone goes to these events, and especially the ones that we've got local to us. So we've got the Star Saturday coming up on the 21st of January and the Ruby Uni on the 22nd of January. So not only do you get to see the amazing recognition of your team and other people in the business, you get to meet other people too. So I'm from the Leicester area, and I've got friends and sidelines in Northampton, Milton Keynes and Manchester, and it's just great, you know, when you get to see them all and you get to celebrate their success too. And it's just like you're just one big family, and I think it does make you want to know people and like understand their stories, and it's just like you all are like-minded people, so you're all really on the same wavelength, and when everyone gets together it's just amazing, and everyone's so positive, and it's just a nice bunch of people to be around. So it also gives you a nice boost as well. So I know sometimes in the business like you get a little bit deflated, and if everyone's business goes like that and up and down, and that's just what happens. So when you go to these events, it really gives you that boost. I had my little boy in August this year, and I took him and my partner again to the Star Saturday. So I hadn't really done much in the business in August because I'd had my boy and I was taking a couple of weeks out. So that going to Star Saturday in September really gave me that boost, and it just lifts you. And I can remember coming away, seeing everyone. I'd been on stage saying that I was going to go to Cape Town, and everyone's just buzzing and everyone's so pumped, and you just come away like you really want to smash it, and everyone is just rooting for everyone else. So that's why we have them after Christmas. So this is probably one of the most important ones in January, because you've obviously had Black Friday, we've had January, and probably everyone's feeling a bit like they've worn out. They've worked really, really hard in these couple of months. You've had loads going on, so this is really important to get to this one in January. So it's the 21st of January, and Ruby Uni is the 22nd of January. So on the Ruby Uni, that is going to be it's just incredible training from all the leaders in the UK, and then we have other people come in from other countries to train us as well. So it is, I think, £55, and you get a meal at night. So everyone gets a dinner together, and you get to meet, and it's a nice social. So that's obviously what we want to promote as well, that the business is fun. So everyone's having a really good time, have a meal together, get to know one another, and it's just like a lot of energy. So I went to my first Ruby Uni in January, and I'll be honest, I knew what I needed to do, but it was getting lost as like how I should do it. I knew what I needed to do, but I didn't really fully understand how. And going to this Star Saturday completely transformed my business. I had a plan, I knew what I needed to do, and I knew then that I could implement that through to my team. So what you learn is just invaluable, and £55 is nothing to invest in yourself and investing in your business in the grand scheme of things. Like, people invest thousands and hundreds of thousands in a business, so £55 isn't a lot. And it is, if you're going to say to your upline why you're not going, it is going to be considered as an excuse, because everyone's had ample enough time to plan it. Everyone's had enough time to sort it out, because the registration began in November, I think. So we also have Marbella. So I went to Marbella in April this year, and I was 4 months pregnant at the time. So there was never once a doubt that I wasn't going to go. I knew that it was going to benefit me. I knew it was going to benefit my business. I have a little girl, so I had to leave my little girl behind, and I went to Marbella, and honestly, it was completely amazing. So you think that Star Saturday is amazing, but you have the whole of Europe. Everyone's celebrating each other's successes. You're hearing from million-dollar earners, can't get my words out. You're hearing from people who have earned millions and millions in the business. They're taking their time out to train us. So it is just invaluable. And I just think, like, you don't have to invest a lot of money into the business. You're just investing it into yourself. So it is completely worth every single penny, yeah. Whatever you need to do, you need to be there. And it will, like, people have a light bulb moment when they go to these events, and especially Marbella. And it's just, if it's not... you need to say that you definitely go in, and then bring your team there, because not only is it going to benefit your business, it's going to benefit theirs, and then so on and so on, and you're just duplicating that down. So everybody needs to commit to going to both of these events if you're a leader, and book their tickets as soon as possible, because a leader will be the first people to have their tickets booked. So you want to be making sure that that's what you're doing. Sorry. Yeah, Marbella was just amazing. And not only that, it was like the social side of things. So like, it's the attraction marketing behind that as well. Like, you're promoting a lifestyle that of fun. Like, your work is fun. You're getting to do all these incredible things. You're getting to travel. Yeah, it was just amazing. Like, everybody who went learned so much, and it is invaluable. So it is you just really do need to be there. And attending all events and meetings is a core habit. So you really do need to be making sure that not only are you going to these big events, but you are attending your weekly, your monthly meetings as well. So everyone should have their meetings either fortnightly or I think they're monthly in some places. But everyone needs to be going to those, and it's not just you can bring your prospects to. So you need to be bringing people to the events, because that way you are going to be able to show them. So I don't know, everyone probably can't really explain the opportunity as well as other people. So I think that obviously bringing people to the London event, and the room's amazing, like it's beautiful, beautifully decorated. It just shows what Nu Skin is. So if you can bring guests to that and show them about, and then there's corporate talking about the products, there's people telling their stories of how they've made money, and like how they've, like, just people, ordinary people like us, that's going to connect people. You'll be able to connect, people will be able to connect to different people. So it's really, really important that you're attending the events and bringing prospects too. So, what else was I going to say? I've lost my trail of thought. Yeah, definitely. So you don't have to know everything about the business, but if you can get people in front of people who can tell them everything, that's all that you need to be able to do. So I think that when I first started, I was just in it to make a quick bit of money. So I got to executive and didn't really understand the full potential. So going to the Star Saturday, it made me believe in the company. It made me believe in myself, because I've seen all these people who are being recognised for lapis, gold, and they're just saying that they were just ordinary people like mums, people who had just been working in shops and things. So it's not like they've got any kind of special qualifications. They've just worked hard at it. So I think that's really nice as well, because sometimes you see people that are really successful and you think that they must have something that you've not, but when you actually listen to their stories and they're all just the same as me and you, then that's when it does make you feel like you can do this as well. So when I went to Star Saturday, everyone was getting up to say that they was going to Miami, and it was when Cape Town was announced. And I remember saying, I was only executive at the time, and I was saying, yes, I'll 100% be on the Cape Town trip, and now I am going on the Cape Town trip. So it does help you visualise. So with the Star Saturday that's just gone, they was giving out flags. So it's just something the company is always thinking of ways to help you, and you are always you're gonna learn about the new products that are launching, the new company's ideas, and I just can't rate. You just need to be there to understand it. And I just think we can try and tell you all the information, but you'll never fully get it unless you're there and experiencing the energy. So not only do you need to be attending all these big events, but we have like the Fast Start training and the S7. So I know a lot of people probably think that they've been to one, they don't need to go to them. You need to go to every single meeting, because you are going to learn something different every time, and you are going to listen to a speaker that will probably resonate with you. And say if one person said it one time and then another person says it a different way, you'll get it. I can remember Catherine Freeman was on about Freeman was talking about you get paid from your fourth, fifth and sixth levels, and I didn't I'd been told it so many times, but it wasn't until I heard Catherine Freeman say it, then that's the only time that I understood it. So you do need to be going to every single meeting that you can, and it's just a good way to connect with your team as well. And you need to be setting an example. You need to be making sure that this is being duplicated down, so that your team are doing that, and then they're telling their teams, and then they're telling their teams. Or you're not going to get the pay on the fourth, fifth and sixth level. So you need to be the leader that you want to be having your team. So does anybody have any questions about events? So you can already book for Marbella. Marbella is in May 5th, May the 5th, 6th and 7th. They've changed it this year. It was in April last year, but they've changed it so that we get better weather this time, which is really good. And then obviously the Star Saturday is the 21st and the 22nd. So in Marbella we have amazing recognition. So you just need to be working towards Marbella, working towards these big events and planning. So you've got where do you want to be when you are on Star Saturday? What pin title do you want to be? What pin title do you want to be when you get to Marbella? Because you're going to get recognised on stage, and it's not just, oh, well done. It is like they make a big fuss out of everybody, and it's really, really good. And you want to be making sure that all your team are there to see it and getting recognised as well. But I do think as well, if you have maybe friends or a partner that isn't really supportive, then it would be a good idea to try and bring them to the Star Saturday, because they can get to see it for themselves as well, and it makes it will make your life a lot easier, like whether instead of having to explain it. So I don't think if I'd have brought Bully to the Star Saturday in September, he would have been happy. Like, I spend a lot of my evening on my phone and on my laptop working, so he probably wouldn't have understood why I was doing that. But because he's been there and seen it for himself, and he knows that's what I need to do to make this work, then he now gets that. So I know that a lot of people don't have the support at home and with their friends. Like, a lot of my friends don't get it, but you know, that's okay, because you don't really, you make friends in Nu Skin. Like, I've got so many friends that I call my best friends, and I speak to them every day, and they're in my team. So it's kind of swings and roundabouts. Like, it's just the quality of people that you want in your life. But I do really think that if you can get them to come to Marbella, that would be amazing as well. Yeah, it does help. I do think that it does help if they get to see it for themselves, because I didn't believe it, like, until I didn't completely understand the opportunity before I went to Star Saturday. So sorry, just joined. Do you have to pay if you bring your partner to Star Saturday? You get a guest free, I think. I'm pretty sure it's still the same. So you could bring them, they could be your guest. So I think tickets are only £6 anyway. I'm not 100%. I will double check and post on the link. But yeah, it does help. So if you do want people to be people who don't really understand it, but you want them to, then bring them along. And if you're being recognised on stage, why wouldn't someone want to come and support that? So I do really think it helps, though, because it's changed my business when I went to Star Saturday. I can remember coming out of the room, and I was just I was literally skipping out of the room. And it was a really long day. My daughter was there. She was only she was about 10 months, I think. She was causing havoc. But I just didn't care, because it was just amazing. Yeah, guests are free. Yeah, so a ticket for Star Saturday is £10, I've been told. So yeah, really bring people along, people who you want to support you. Bring people who are prospects, because 9 times out of 10, I guarantee they will join, because it's just like a room full of energy. Our products are amazing. The compensation plan is amazing, and everybody that gets to work, everyone's just genuinely nice people who want to support and help each other. So there's no one who wants to do better than anybody else. Everyone's just rooting for people. We all just want everyone to succeed, and it's just a really nice atmosphere to be around. So if you've got negative people in your life, then and you're probably feeling a bit, oh, I'm not really sure if this is for me, then get to this event, because it will 100% change your outlook on everything, and it will just push you and drive you to be the best person that you can be, and it will drive you to getting your team on stage for executive. Because I can remember when I saw my executives on stage, it was just amazing, because they were just so happy. Everyone was just so happy for everyone, and it's just a nice vibe to be around. And obviously it does make it real, because like I was saying before, when I looked at that compensation plan and I saw the ruby wage, the emerald wage, the diamond wage and the blue diamond wage, I didn't believe it was true until I saw all my now friends being recognised on stage. So it is just really, really good. Yeah, it is emotional because it's just all their hard work that you're just seeing, and the recognition that we do as a company, it's just brilliant. Like, so when you're on stage as Blue Diamond being awarded with a necklace and a pin, it's just incredible. And how they make a fuss of all the Nourish the Children ambassadors, they get them all on stage every time because they're just so happy for everyone. So it just gives you a good drive towards getting to that pin title, not because you want the recognition, because you just want to help people get to that place. So events are why I'm passionate about going to events, because it completely transformed my business when I did. So does anybody have any questions? Yes, leaders are born at events, and you want to be saying, yes, I've got my ticket, I'm going to this event. Not, oh yeah, I think I'm planning to go, because what sounds more definite? Yeah, I've got my ticket, I'm going. Oh yeah, I'm planning to go. Yeah, some people are going to follow you and get their ticket if you've got yours, rather than saying, oh yeah, I'm thinking about going, and then flaking out. You need to be booking your tickets, you need to be getting your name down and saying to your team, I'm going, are you coming with me? And then you work with the people that come to these events, because these are the people that are serious, and these are the people that are investing in their business and themselves. How do you invite others to come? I would just say, I'm going to London for an event. It's with the company that I'm partnered with. I'd really love for you to come and support me, because if someone said that to you, you would go, wouldn't you? Because you don't want to be that unsupportive person. So and then if they don't, then that really shows you what kind of person they are, without putting it bluntly. But yeah, you just ask them politely, just say you'd really love their support to come to this event to show you what you've been doing. So yeah, it's all about the Star Saturday, and it's all about the Marbella. Marbella is the pinnacle event of the year, and Nicholas was saying that every leader goes to these events. So if you are a leader, then you will definitely be at both. So does anybody have any more questions? It's only 20 minutes, so I've got a few more minutes if anyone wants to. I'm pretty sure that last time guests could come to the executive uni. I'm not 100%, I can't remember. I'll have to double check. But yeah, the Ruby uni is just something else. So we now do an executive uni for anybody. So there's two now. There's a Ruby uni and an exec uni, and the training that we're given is just incredible. So it doesn't just tell you what you need to be doing, it tells you how to do it, and maybe ideas that you've not thought about. And you get to hear from people just like people that are just like us, training us and telling us how they're getting success. So it's people that have only been in the business a year, 2 years, just telling us how they're finding things. And it's as well as like the $1 million people. I'll guess 3 mobs as well. No, I don't think they are. I'll find out and I'll let you know. But I think that you have to pay to go for the Marbella. It's just like a big convention, so it's over 3 days. There's training. You get to hear from people who have been in the business for a long time. And the recognition again is just crazy. So everyone gets dressed up for Ruby and above. Everyone, they're not free for Marbella. You have to pay as a guest, but it's it's invaluable. If you've got somebody that would like to know more about the business, then definitely Marbella would completely change. I can remember me and my team who was in Marbella, and we just couldn't sleep at night because of what we'd been told, and you get to hear things that you probably wouldn't have thought about before, and you get to hear people that that are really, really successful to say, oh, my business went like that, and then like that, and then like that. Because sometimes you just see people's success and you think that it's been like that, when actually it is true that it does go like that, and it is normal, and it's how you get from there to there again. So that's really, really inspirational to see that, and you get to, and it just makes you feel like you do want to carry, like, because obviously I'm sure everyone's had times where they've thought, oh, what is the point? They've had loads of knockbacks and things. So it's just hearing from people that have got to the top and now in the $5 million circle earners that said, oh, they got to Ruby and then went back down to Lapis, and they were stuck at Lapis for ages. And it does make you think, wow, if they can overcome what they've had, then I can overcome this. And it is just all about learning and growing as a person. So this is what you get from events. So does anybody else have any more questions? I think the registration for Ruby Uni and Marbella is in OTG. So everyone get booking. Yeah, I think a lot of people, we don't really talk about people doing that. And I think if we did, then it would probably make us feel like we're, because everyone's human at the end of the day. It's probably all happened to everyone. I know it's happened to me. So, but it's just how you get over it and how you overcome it that makes a great, successful person. So it's just never giving up and not quitting, but getting to this event and listening to these people who have done it makes you want to just carry on and just think, well, if they can do it, I can do, because none of these people are anything different to us. They've just been doing the business longer, and they've just they've just been doing it longer, and they're just more knowledgeable than us at the moment. But we can all be where whatever goals you've got, you can do it if you just never give up. But like I was saying, going to these events, it does really confirm that, and it does make you realise that in your business you are going to have struggles. Does anyone have any more questions? No. So yeah, registration is open for both now. So get those booked, and everybody bring as many people as you can to both. Get your teams to come, book your tickets and get your teams to come. You don't have to be executive to go to Marbella. Anyone can go. So if you can bring distributors, then that will be amazing, and it will really, really kick everyone into shape by listening to amazing people and believing in yourself and making sure that everyone is being core, attending all events, and it will just transform your business. So if nobody has any more questions, I'm glad everyone's enjoyed it and found it useful. But if no one's got any more questions, I'll just give it a minute because I know it's a bit slow. No, right, so I'm going to go then. So thank you all for getting on. I hope everyone has a great December and everyone's utilising the Winter Village. And I'll see everybody at Starside City Ruby Uni in Marbella. Thank you, bye.